Hello there, it's Kriint and welcome to the 13th, 14th. Let's just call it another Let's Build Diagon Alley. I at first want to apologize for not posting a video the previous week. As I mentioned on the previous video, 2 weeks before, I was visiting my parents for 1 week and I thought I would build there a bit, which I did. Between my mother calling me every 5 seconds and me texting every 5 other seconds, I had saved to build something. And I was actually traveling back from late, actually early, super early, like extremely early, Thursday to 8. I arrived home at 8 and Thursday at 8 in the morning. So I decided to take a little nap because I straight up had slept 4 hours that night and I was just so tired. So I slept up until 11. I was like, okay, let's just take it easy. I'm gonna record the video later on. I'll have to edit it and then I'm gonna record it and everything will be fine. But guess what? From 12 till freaking 8:30, I'm not even joking, our neighbor was mowing the lawn and it was so loud, and because I didn't sleep enough to function on the day, I tried to sleep 3 times during the day because I didn't want to oversleep after 11. Because then I would not be able to sleep at night, and I was just so tired and I could not bring myself to record it. I was just I cannot edit, cannot record, I just want to sleep, and I could not sleep. I went to bed at 10 that night, which it never happened for 10 years now, going to bed so early, but oh my god, I was so tired. So yeah, I hope you understand. So yeah, as you can see, we are building and furnishing, I guess, the what is it called? Wizarding? Shit, why do I never recall these names? Let me see. I hope it's here because... Okay, it's not here. Is it here? And I dropped something. Of course I did. Wizarding equipment? I feel yeah, that's it. I felt like it would be more like a weird name. And if you actually Google search it, there is one in Hogsmeade, and that is a bit smaller, and there is this one too. So the one is in Hogsmeade. I made it all blue with tons of gold, and I didn't really know what to do here to not make it look the exact same. So in few pictures that I found online, it had this big sort of globe as the one that I've put in. I'm gonna show you, I'm going to point at it, not point, verbally say that this is it. It looks kind of like a globe with some arrows and stuff, and it has a big statue it that it's hanging from the ceiling in the middle, and then there are planets and stars, and it is so pretty. And I tried to not really get the items correctly, but the vibe and how it looks like. It's just to make you feel magical, to mesmerize you. So I put all of these gold items, which, I don't know, whenever I see something gold or something that shines, I'm really whoa. So I put all of these things. I know a few of them make 0 sense, but they are gold, so I was hey. And this little big thing in the middle, that I don't know, it could be planets, it could be anything. It just looked kind of weird, kind of magical, kind of whimsical. So I was yes. And then I put the floor stairs there, floating in the ceiling, which I thought that made it so magical. And I loved how it looked at the end. I think it looks so nice. I don't know, I'm really impressed by it. I know it makes 0 sense. Yeah, this one, the one next to the globe. It has something similar to that, hanging from the ceiling. So yeah, I just really wanted that whole whimsical, cold, mesmerizing look. It doesn't make any sense on what it's selling, but does it look like kinda good? I think it does. I'm not so sure about the wallpapers though. Yeah, the wallpaper, it's one. I just went with this one just to imagine it as like stars and sky and stuff like that. So I was like, sure, why not? And this episode we're also going to work in 2 more shops. This teeny tiny one here, which is a shop from the illustration of the first book. I think, I'm pretty sure it's from the first book. It is basically the illustration of Diagon, and one of the shops is basically like some sort of a mirror shop. So I was like, that can work. So I was really happy with that. You will see it has all of these mirrors and it gives like kind of a weird look, to be honest. I kind of like it. I think it looks kind of weird, so I was kind of into it. And we have a bit of extra space. I still haven't done the Quidditch equipment store, but I think we have space for 2 more shops. Actually, no, that's a lie. We have space for 3 more shops. Basically it's 4, but one of them is Ollivander's. And I decided that I want one of them to be a second-hand junk, just a junk shop. I really liked how it looked like because it had all this furniture on the exterior and I was like, oh my god, that looks so cool and it's so eye-catching. So I'm gonna do that like in that corner basically, the facing, not the side like shops, but the facing shop on the street, because we have more space there. But here I started actually doing the telescope shop, which I talked about a bit, but suddenly realized that we have a giant telescope observatory, I should probably say. And it was like, that is not going to fit there. And I didn't really thought about it up until I basically put the observatory there, and it's so upsetting the fact that we don't have a normal telescope. Like, why did they thought these huge giant things was a good idea? Like, honestly, I don't get it. I straight up don't get it. Why an observatory, not a normal telescope? Why all of this thing for a microscope and not just a small microscope? I don't understand. I just don't understand. Probably like to make them fit in the work, like in the jobs, I think. But just, the venues that you go and work. It just doesn't make any sense. So yeah, we have, as I already told you, 3 more shops. The one next door to it, then one I'm building, which I have no idea what I'm gonna do. The one here in like that facing wall, which is gonna be the junk shop. And the one that I decided that I'm not gonna do the observatory there, because, well, it didn't fit. And I have no idea what I'm gonna do with these shops. Like, I searched and searched and searched, and I do have few ideas, but I don't know if they would look good on the exterior. Like, let me name them to you, just in case, you're like, oh my god, that's so good, I want that. So we have the Daily Profit, which is like a second floor type of store. Like, you don't want an entire store for it, because what I'm gonna put inside? Then we have a tea shop, which is like, yeah, that doesn't really make a good shopping window. Like, what are you gonna have there? Then we have the Ministry Press, which is, again, it's like a second store shop. We have beautifying potions, which I can do. We have bread trimming, which I wanted to do, but I wanted it to do it as a full shop. Not just a simple shop, like a shopping window, because again, on the shopping window, what are you gonna put there? What else? Yeah, and then we have, I'm not sure if that is actually which one that is. That might be even like the mirror shop, because it's called Janus or Janus Galloglass. So yeah, those are the shops that I don't know what to do with them, but we're done. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you will have an amazing week, and take care. Bye.